Crypto.com, Crocoin holders. I've got a video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about Crocoin and are we getting ready to see us catch a bid, make some bigger moves to the upside? We're going to take a look at that. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, hit that bell, subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys, so we're starting off here on crypto Twitter. Follow me at 333Blacksea. I say good morning, my Crow fam. Hit the like button if you are bullish on Crow and the Cronos ecosystem. Do you think Crypto.com will succeed in making Crocoin great again? Now, let me know in the comments below. Do you think that Crypto.com will make Crocoin great again? Do you believe in Chris Marszalek saying, hey guys, in 2026 of March, you're going to be happy with the price of Cronos and Crocoin? Do you believe that? I'm betting on that. I'm betting on that. I still have a few 100,000 Crow coins. At one point, I had a couple million. I've been selling them over the past few years, but now I got my card locked up. I have coins. I'm staking. I'm earning rewards, and I'm probably going to be holding. I'm believing in the $1 Crow coin dream. Let's see if it happens by March of 2026. Time will tell, guys. So Crocoin right now, we're getting a nice little bounce off of the 0.0830 cent level, this yellow line here, the magnet, as I like to call it, if you've been an avid watcher of the Crypto Report here. Guys, this line is such a magnet. I mean, like when you break below 10 cents, you usually always come and touch it. And when you break below it, below 0.0830, you usually always come back to it. I mean, the bottoms have always been not that far off of 0.0830. If you look back, there's been a lot of times of us trading on this level. It's very, very important. It's a very, very important level. And guys, I do think that, you know, Bitcoin is in quite a bullish posturing. And I want to say posturing specifically because there's no confirmation just yet, but we are getting our first sign of hope, if you will. And we're going to take a look at that. But guys, if you want to take advantage of this volatility, check out in the description box below or pin comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin. All you do is click that link, deposit Trailbit. You get a bunch of free money. Guys, right now, I am waiting, but I think the time to short. Right now, I'm waiting just a little bit longer before I say I think the time to short is gone. I think it's time to long a little bit. The longs are risky right now, but what I'm seeing in Bitcoin is showing that maybe it's not so risky, and we're going to get into that. But right now, Cronos is sitting at rank 38, down 1.17% in the past 7 days, getting a little bit of a bid, up 3.02% in the past 24 hours. Like to see that. Sitting at a $2.37 billion market cap, trying to find its way back to $3 billion. Really $5 billion, because $5 billion is where the market cycle peak has been really for, where we reach about 20 cents. So we are a little bit off of that, obviously, but if we are starting to bottom out here in Bitcoin and the traditional market, I think there's a good chance that we start to catch a bid here on Crocoin. Bitcoin is above. Let me rewind for a second here, because I'm talking about we're getting our first signal of hope. And that's because Bitcoin is trading above 85,000. If we see daily candle closures above 85K, guys, that is a higher low, okay? The first on the daily time frame. If you look at this, right now we're looking at the 4-hourly time frame. Really on the 4-hourly, I would like us to see us get above 87K, but we could come to 85,200 and that'd be enough for me. I would like to see it a little bit higher on the daily closing, well, on the 4-hourly, but on the daily closing, we're looking pretty good. We are. If we close above this at about 85,000 here, that is a first step at a higher low. It is, okay? Now, you may say, Blacksea, well, what happens if we don't close above this? Well, this is our first signal of hope. But yes, it doesn't mean that just because we close above 85,000 that we're just going to go straight to new all-time highs. No. We can't. This could easily be a fake out. This could easily be a bull trap. Closing above previous, I don't want to say support, but really closing above the previous high, I guess you could say. It's not really a high, but really it's becoming a higher low. It's becoming a higher low if we break down from here, because, guys, that's We're making our way. We're making our way. But we could break down. This could be a fake out, and we could break down to 73,000. But what I'd be looking for is breaking below 77K. We get wick to 77K, and I would say that's fine as long as we bounce back up and at least test 88,000. I am expecting relief to come sooner rather than later. I think that into May, I know the whole sell in May walk away, but I think a lot of that sell pressure potentially has been front ran by all this tariff talk and all this really uncertainty in the traditional market. Well, you look at market cipher, you see that the money flow on the daily time frame is starting to clip back to green. Slowly, it's making its way there. The money flow is the momentum wave has a green dot indicating a buy signal. The light blue is starting to clip to dark blue. It is looking promising. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is like the first glimmer of hope, okay? It's the first glimmer of hope before potentially a reversal. It's the first one, okay? So we could reject, but I'm going to stay optimistic. And that's what I'm saying. I'm being a little bit cautious about shorting right now. I think this week we'll have a lot more clarity. We're seeing a lot of the tariffs get kind of the foot is coming off the gas a little bit on the tariffs. We're seeing a lot of things like the iPhone, a lot of tech are being exempt from tariffs. If we start to see this bid happen in the S&P 500, the traditional market this week, keep your eyes open for 88,000 and even 94,000 in my opinion. And I also want to say, we could come up to 94K and reject down. That's possible. But if the traditional market starts catching a bid here, we still have time based on the 4-year cycle. I think there's a good chance that we come back up to 110,000. I think there's a good chance that by the end of the year. You know, I made like a little fractal of what we're going through right now. I'll do another one just for fun if you guys didn't see this video before. I want to show you a little bit of a forecast here. So we saw, right, breaking down back in 2021 to new highs. Like we saw this double top. That's not what I wanted to do. That's the wrong. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to do bars pattern. There we go. From top to top in this double top, right? Let me just show you what this looks like if we were to do this. It looks pretty uncanny. It looks like it could be happening, right? This could be happening. And I wouldn't be surprised. You know, every cycle is not the same. Every cycle is different, but every cycle rhymes, okay? They're never the same. They're never exactly the same, but there's usually something that's similar that you can drag from a previous cycle to the next cycle, the next one, okay? Just for fun, this is an interesting concept. Coming down, testing 73,000 before we make new highs, I think that's possible. It really depends, though, on the Fed. If the foot is getting let off the gas on the tariffs, and really if the traditional market, if people feel a little bit more certain, because when we saw the 90-day pause on tariffs, literally I think it was like $4 trillion came into the traditional market in an hour. There's money on the sidelines, guys. So I just wanted to show you this and give you guys my opinion on what I think is going on here, what's possible. I do think that if we start to see the traditional market catch a bid, Bitcoin's going to catch a bid, test maybe 88K, 99 or 94,000, make our way to 110K potentially. It's a big if. We're going to have to take that step by step. But if you see that happen, I expect Crocoin to catch a bid as well. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about that, guys. That's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, follow me, 333 Black Sea on Twitter and Instagram. That's all I got. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.